So today we're going to watch an old commercial for Paxil, an antidepressant from 2001. We're going to see how it holds up today. There's some really interesting language in here about the chemical imbalance, and I believe it's videos just like the one we're about to watch, which captured the imaginations of Americans, people all over the world, that made them start to think that their anxiety and depression was really due to a chemical imbalance, like a medical condition. So I hope you enjoy this. It has not aged well, but let's check it out.
I'm always thinking something terrible is going to happen. I can't handle it.
You know, your worst fears, the what ifs, and I can't control it, and I'm always worrying about everything.
It's like a tape in my mind. It just goes over and over and over. I just thought that I was a worrier.
It's like I never get a chance to relax. At work, I'm tense about stuff at home. At home, I'm tense about stuff at work.
If you're one of the millions of people who live with uncontrollable worry, anxiety, and several of these symptoms for 6 months or more, you could be suffering from generalized anxiety disorder, and a chemical imbalance could be to blame. Paxil works to correct this imbalance to relieve anxiety. Prescription Paxil is not for everyone. Tell your doctor what medicines you're taking. People taking MA.
So, okay, there's so much to unpack here right now. A chemical imbalance could be to blame, but probably the way that makes sense for a lot more people is that there could be very legitimate stresses going on in these people's lives that could be addressed. And yeah, the solution is probably not just to put them on a medication. The ad kind of sets it up so it makes it seem like you have chemical imbalance and then you could take Paxil to fix that chemical imbalance. And that's that same analogy of like a diabetic taking insulin for diabetes. But these are two different things. Mental health problems are not firmly grounded in the biologicals. It's very misleading and clever marketing to kind of set up for the use of this drug.
Lies or thiazidine should not take.
And then we have like the happy people as well,
Side effects may include decreased appetite, dry mouth, sweating, nausea, constipation, sexual side effects, tremor, fatigue, or sleepiness. Paxil is non-habit forming.
I'm not bogged down by worry.
Yeah, it may be non-habit forming, meaning like you don't get high when you take it. But after you take these medications, they become dependence forming. So you can't just stop taking them because your brain gets used to that. So you have really bad withdrawal symptoms, especially with Paxil when you come off.
I worry anymore. I feel like me again. I feel like myself.
So yeah, that's a commercial from 2001. I think it has aged very poorly with just the growing awareness of how irresponsible the pharmaceutical marketing was in the antidepressant space to kind of convince people that the reasons why they were stressed and anxious and depressed was due to, quite clearly stated chemical imbalances.